This was 48 hours ago. Today is Wednesday the 24th of May. Now, we've been blocking around the UK, as you know. We blocked this up here. That movement's just a satellite adjustment, by the way. Block this. They are trying to bring this in here. Now I'm going to point out a few things. There's the chemtrails I pointed out the other day that they tried to bring up. But look at the energy frequency. I'm going to show you some totally unnatural movements and energy frequencies. They chemtrailed this here. Watch for it come round again. I'll step it through. Right. Let's get the chemtrails up. They start forming here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. They're chemtrailing this area. Note that square there. So this is the chemtrails. They're manipulating the energy with EMF. More chemtrails you can see here, and you can see that rotation here where they hit it. Now on Iceland here, there's 3 massive Nexrad bulls which create a rotation up here, but you'll see the energy wave come down in a minute. More chemtrails added, more chemtrails there. Now watch that energy bend round there as they try and push this towards the UK. See it? Wham! Straight across here, and all the perpendicular. That's the Tesla Doppler waves that go perpendicular to an energy line. Okay, so they've missed this. We're pushing this off the UK. You can see them try and create more cloud here with the Nexrads in Ireland. There's one in Dublin and Cork. Still doing the chemtrails there. Then you'll see, I'm going to show you on another satellite, this finger creeps like a big slug all the way down here. Totally unnatural, blatant. Look at all the chemtrails here. Whoa! Scottish tartan. So, we're pushing this out. This is where the chemtrail line mad over the UK. And what they're trying to do is bring this in here where they chemtrailed, but this has got pushed south because of the deployments, so that missed. Then they try and bring this one in here. Note the square out here, totally unnatural. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next day and you'll see what they tried to do. Let's get 24 hours going. Bear in mind these chemtrails have come round now and are coming back in again. So you can see just off screen there, I've got another satellite that shows all the energy lines coming down. And then you see this increase here like snaking. But you can see how they've missed it. We were deploying west and high. So they can't bring it in. Let's put it faster. It's all being pushed. Some of it comes through and then that has to go north. Beautiful. Now I'm showing you this one because this is the rotation, clockwise rotation. When we go vertical we get a clockwise rotation. So I've done that to put a blockage across the UK, and I've asked that people go west because it pushes this and keeps this back, and that's exactly what's happened. Don't be surprised when we do this again. This is what keeps happening. After doing it for 3 years, I see this every time. So this is, you're learning now. When we're getting the tools in our hands, we're becoming skilled at what we do. It's nice when you see it take place. Also a lot of dissolving, because we've been deploying. The etheric charge we've done has come down south, cleared all this, and it's still dissolving the chemtrails and the aerosols, and goodness knows what other shit they're putting in there. So that's the rotation. Now I'm going to show you on the Earth satellite how we've actually put this blockage here. So you can see this is where they spray from the USA. The jets follow the jet stream. Yeah, that's why they call it the jet stream. They get a piggyback ride on the back of the jet stream at 200 kilometers an hour plus. But that's the only place they can spray if that's where they're flying. But look what the blockage has done. We blocked it here. In fact, we've actually split the jet stream here, which I said we would, and we've got a clockwise rotation, which I also said would happen. So beautiful, and that's what we've got. But no, we're not doing the geoengineering with chemicals like they are, and the ether is partially a reset, so there's no serious effects of interfering with what we're trying to do, which is unnatural. And when we shut down, the ether will take care of itself and complete a natural reset. Now, this is very important, and this is what I've realised with all the chemtrailing. In the weather, they keep saying there is going to be drought, drought, drought. They're screaming it, saying we're going to have drought. Now, we brought in 5 days of rain, which is not quite enough, but it's a start. And this is the plan that we're going to do for the next week. Yes, they are bringing a drought, and that's why they've been spraying. Absolutely dries the atmosphere incredibly. So, look at this. This was in the Atlantic yesterday, the 23rd, it says there. Now, this is the technology that they are using. There is nothing, no ships, no aircraft spraying. This is EMF frequencies, and especially involved with CERN, okay, the CERN Cloud Project. The CERN Cloud Project was set up. This tank would prove that man can convert energy into matter. Now, that might not seem important to you right now, but listen to this. According to history, we've only ever been able to convert matter into energy, and look like burning coal, fuel, nuclear fusion to create energy. What they've never been able to do is put energy into matter. Now, that's more complex. They have now done it with this equipment. So what they've done, they've had a totally sterile container of stainless steel. They have then created matter on the outside of it to fuse aerosols together and create matter inside it, and it's to do with quantum. Okay, think about quantum. You've got two vortexes 17 kilometers across, one going clockwise, one going anti-clockwise. That's two vortexes, the most powerful form of energy in the universe, and that's what they're doing. And by sheer it's not coincidence, they've called it CERN Cloud. Now, what do they want in the atmosphere? Aerosols. And this is exactly what you've got there. That's what we've just looked at here. Now, I believe this is CERN creating aerosols in the atmosphere. Okay, do you know that CERN has added hundreds of tons of materials inside the Hadron Collider and never cleaned it out once? Where the hell did it all go? Think about it. Now, this is partly Tesla technology. So let's say they're adding aerosols and they're adding frequencies, which is based on Tesla. I did a video on this, and you get perpendicular 90-degree frequencies from your main energy line, and that's exactly what you see here. In fact, it gets worse and worse and worse the more they turn up the energy. That is in the Atlantic. There's a second hit. There's your main energy line straight across here. Now, as you know, I deal in patterns. I've searched patterns and found patterns that are to do with sucking the energy out of the atmosphere and taking it wherever they want. It creates lightning storms, so they add laser beams to it to control the lightning and direct the lightning to where they want, so they can take out the energy. Fact. As weird as it is, I promise you that's what's going on. Partially here too. Tesla did it 100 years ago, so don't think they're not doing it. They use this energy for a number of different things. Storm manipulation. There's something weird going on in the upper atmosphere right now, probably to do with blue beam. But these are the sort of things that they're doing up in the atmosphere. As I've said before, this is all added to airline fuel. 4,000 jets every night come across here, and they want to bring it all the way across to Europe. But amazingly, look downwind of the deployments. Fantastic. Yes, they'll keep chemtrailing the crap out of it, but this is just before the deployments that we've been doing, and you've seen the results of that, and we'll continue to do. But what we're going to do next is, they are doing this to cause drought both in the UK first and across Europe. That's the whole plan. No water. The food industry is going to be absolutely catastrophic. Now what we do, this is what we will do in the next week. Now, this is Google Earth. We are going to deploy from the UK, and you people in Europe, everybody in the team of Europe and the UK is involved in this, Ireland, Scotland, down south. We go from Google Earth, click the ruler there, we go from source across to here, and all this area is where we are going to deploy. Okay, so we click that there, and if I zoom out, we are actually going to be deploying through the earth and out just off the coast of Mexico. And this is what's going to happen. It's going to create a greater moisture potential etherically here, and as we bring it in, we're going to have fantastic rains, not just for the UK but also for Europe. This will completely stop the drought. Okay, and the reason we're going to do that is, if you look across from, well, it's off from California, they've had a tremendous amount of rains, but it will help to create more moisture to the south of the USA. This is normally where all the moisture and the rains come from, or just off the southern coast of the USA and across. That's why they chemtrail there. We want to bring fresh waters south of that, where most of the airline jets do not fly as a course of, like the motorway, if you like. It's the motorway in the sky. They come across the southern coast and across to Europe and the UK, over the top, over Scotland. So that's the plan for next week. This is live now at CERN. They're doing the CERN Pro-10, and they call it a wake. There's something weird going on with frequencies, and they're using frequencies that the mind thinks that. Amazing. So there's just a few insights on what's going on. The interesting thing with ether is that I've had this from physicists and from the guy that created 8 HAARP stations, Billy Hayes. We know that ether changes the harmful effects of frequencies. Absolutely true. So it's an interesting development, and it's something that we may be looking at in the future. So looking forward to this. Speak to you later.